Alright, so Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Got my physical copy today, and basically, this is just like all the classic Mortal Kombat games, plus a few extras thrown in here for good measure. So it's got Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's got Trilogy. It's got, I think, Mythology Sub-Zero, which I'll get to that one. That'll be fun to check out. There's quite a few games in here. Just to break it down, I'm going to show you this graphic real quick. So basically, this tells you pretty much what's in every game. So, like, in terms of, like, there's multiple versions of each game. So, like, breaks down how many ports and versions of each game there are. So, I think it's like 23 different versions total if you count them all together. But let's see, how many games are there just as games? So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So, yeah, 11 different games in 23 different versions. So yeah, quite an impressive collection of games. So today I'll be doing Mortal Kombat 1. I'll be playing the arcade version. So I don't think I'll be doing every single port, but I will show you, if I have time left over at the end, I will show you a couple of the other ports, like, real quick. Including, let me turn this up, including the Game Boy port, which is quite infamous. So, this collection dropped a couple months ago, and I remember vaguely hearing that it had problems at launch, like something to do with like high latency input, so basically there would be a delay between your button presses and when stuff would happen. So I don't know if they fixed that. I did check to see if there was a day one patch for the cartridge version. There was, so hopefully they addressed that issue. I'll let you know if the game still has, like, latency issues. Hopefully the netcode is good as well and people are still playing it, because I would like to try some online matches, if possible. Also, don't you love when video games open with this shit? Right, here we go. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. So yeah, like I said, I will not technically be streaming every single version of every game, because if I did that, I'll be here to the next 6 months. I figure it would be better to kind of compromise and do every game, but just like the best version of each, and then if I have time at the end, I can show you the other versions real quick to, like, you know, contrast and compare. So I think I'm going to be doing it that way. So we'll just go in order. We'll start with Mortal Kombat 1. Let me check the options first. Of course, it's not just the games that are in here. There's also, like, some, like, concept art and, like, fan servicey stuff. Like, I think there's, like, a documentary in here about, like, the making of Mortal Kombat, like the original one. So that's pretty cool that they included stuff like that. Wait a minute, let me check something. Move list display, input, move icon. I don't know what that means. Maybe move icon would be better? I'll find out. There's also a crypt built into this as well. We'll look at that at the end. But yeah, got online options. Oh, they got cross-region matchmaking. That's pretty cool. You can also customize your controls. See, it seems like on paper it's got a lot of good stuff down that you would need in a collection. Right, so like I said, here's all the games. We got Mortal Kombat. Here's all the different versions of 1. Then you got 2. Here's all the different versions of 2. 3. Then Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Then you got Trilogy. Then, basically Trilogy is like the first 3 games mashed together as one big game. And then you got this one, which, this one is hilariously, like, infamous. Like, this is a classic in many ways, but not in the good way. Mortal Kombat 4, I have a bit of a soft spot for this game. I had this on Nintendo 64. Sadly, they don't have the N64 port on this collection, they only have the arcade one. Mortal Kombat Special Forces, I don't think this is a very memorable game. And then we got 3 Game Boy Advance games. I didn't know the collection went this far, but we got Mortal Kombat Advance, which is pretty bad. I remember this one not being a very good port of the game. And then we get a Game Boy Advance port of Deadly Alliance, which was a GameCube PS2 game. and then Tournament Edition, which I think was an enhanced version of this. So yeah, that's pretty much everything we got on here. You can also filter by arcade, console, and handheld. But yeah, let's filter by arcade for now. We're going to start with the arcade games. 1992, Mortal Kombat. God, it's hard to believe it was that long ago that game came out. So, Earth's greatest martial artists compete in a mysterious tournament to determine the fate of the world. The first version of Mortal Kombat ever created, this arcade's game's digitalized human sprays and its secret violent fatality moves made it a breakout hit that launched a legendary franchise. That's cool, you can even do fatality training in here, that's neat. So up, down, left, right. Let's see, high punch, low punch, yeah it seems right. High kick, low kick. Block, block 2. Okay. Wait, what does it mean second character up, down, left, right? What? Not sure what that means, but okay. Switch fatality display? Is that like to bring up a cheat sheet or something if you need it in the moment? If so, then I guess that's kind of a cool feature. Right, okay then, so let's just jump straight into it then. Let me fix the screen options. So full, filter, turn the filter off, I don't like that. And then I'll keep the border arcade, or yeah, we'll keep it to arcade then. I hope this applies to all future games. Interesting. Additional settings. Oh, okay, it's like dip switches. Oh, I get it. Right, that's cool. Right, so you can basically turn things on and off that like people can do with the arcade machines. I like that. Right, let's see. So I think we're all good now. We can get started. So I think if you hang on this for a little bit, it like gives you the backstory and stuff. So I'm just gonna wait a moment and see if it does that. Kano. Oh yeah, it like tells you each individual character as well. Right, so here's the roster for the original game. I'm gonna start with Sub-Zero. I'll probably switch over to Scorpion, you know, my main man, the one that I'm best with. But we'll start with him first. Sub-Zero win. Not quite sure if the latency is bad yet. I need to like play it for just a little bit longer. It does feel slightly delayed, but that might just be because, you know, the first game wasn't as responsive as the second one, so I'm not quite sure on that. I mean, it's playable enough, it's fine for what it is. Shite. Oh, there's a rewind button. How do I bring up that cheat sheet? So what does it look like if I do this? Oh, okay. Does that also show the fatalities, or...? The button is block, it's that one. Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked.
Scorpion wins. Fight.
Shit. There we go. That was the move I was trying to do.
Sub-Zero wins.
Right, one each. Oh! Ah! Ah, fuck.
Sub-Zero wins.
Okay, it doesn't tell you the distance because fatalities you have to be... Basically, it can depend on if you have to be next to them or like far away from them. I think in the case of Sub-Zero, you have to be right in their face when you do it. Oh, oh, ugh. I don't want you to get a perfect fuck you.
Liu Kang wins.
So yeah, being a classic game that was in the arcades, there's going to be bullshit with the AI. Like, they're going to like read your inputs, they're going to do stuff that, you know, is impossible for humans to do. They'll just do any like tactic possible to win. You know, being an arcade game, it was a quarter muncher, so inevitably I'm going to get a few losses here and there.
Sub-Zero
I remember seeing a video a long time ago about how you can essentially cheat in Mortal Kombat 3, where if you were able to... You could like do certain things that influences what the AI would do, and you can basically trap them in such a way that you can like get easy hits on them, and they would be able to do nothing about it. So yeah, imagine the same would apply here, only if you know what to do, which of course I don't, but... Right, let's do Scorpion. Spear. Ow. Bitch.
Liu Kang wins.
Oh, I can't do it from that far away. There we go.
Wins.
So there is a secret, like, thing you can do here, but I'm not going to be able to do it. Like, you can fight Reptile here if you meet the conditions, but I've already failed those conditions. But at least I got that.
Test your might.
I do like the little visual to show you, oh, these are the buttons you can press. I'm fine with that being on the side of the screen. So I will say so far, it seems to be emulating, like, fairly, like, faithfully. I'm just glad that this collection is on physical media. You know, for that inevitable post-apocalyptic future where all games are digital and no games are physical. Nope, not like I can do that. Oh! Again, AI read that and fucking reacted. Like, you see how they just immediately turned around and hit me with that attack while I was trying to, like, go the other way?
Johnny Cage.
Now, let's do Johnny Cage for a little bit. I'm gonna try doing a bunch of characters as we go through this. I'm trying to do Energy Ball, it's not working. That one's kind of hard to do, right? Block and low punch. I'm trying to do the fucking move, I'm failing at it, but... There we go. Low blow.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah! I like the way he says that when he wins. Oh, what do you mean? I was within range. Oh, fuck. Oh. Damn.
Win.
Unlucky.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Johnny Cage again.
Fight.
I'm gonna check something in the settings. Let's see. Screen options. No. I don't know if it's... There's something I want to do, but I don't know if I have to, like, quit the game to do it. In fact, you know what? Let me save the game real quick. Hang on. Hang on.
Excellent.
Give me some breathing room there. Right, save game. Yes. I'm just going to leave the game briefly because I want to see if I can change something here. Not that. Yeah, give me 1 second trying to find it. Unlimited fatality time. Okay, I didn't realize that was a thing. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that on. I wonder if that applies to my existing save, or if I have to, like, do a new game for that to work. 1 button fatality. Damn. Remember, like, the fucking modern Mortal Kombat games where you could do this by paying microtransaction money? Good times. Anyway, there is one thing I want to change. I'm just trying to find where it is, so give me like another minute to dig through the settings here. I think it's in here. So it's move icon or input. I think input means that it gives you the literal button rather than say high punch, low punch. So I think I'd rather have that just so I know which button on the controller to press. Right, offline. Play game. Right, load. Yeah, that's way better.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah!
Wins.
Right, now I know which buttons to press. Because in the heat of the moment, I forget which one is high punch and low kick and all that shit. Nice.
Johnny Cage wins.
I did. Maybe I don't have to be... Would be nice if they tell you what distance you're supposed to do. Like, because there's... In Mortal Kombat, fatalities have to be executed from one of 3 ranges. Close range, which is like right in their face.
Johnny Cage wins.
What was the other one? Sweep distance? And then far away, which is like beyond sweep distance. Whoa. Oh, there's that classic sound effect from Raiden.
Johnny Cage wins.
Can't seem to get that one to work. Well, it's cool that they give you, like, infinite time to, like, do it. Ugh.
Johnny Cage wins. Fight.
So I believe to get to Reptile, you have to fight here on the pit stage, right? But you have to get a double flawless victory without using the block button, and you also have to end with a fatality. It's like fucking ridiculous. Oh, it does say it. It says close. Okay.
Johnny
Also, I think I get the timing of the button press. It's like, you're not supposed to do it super quick, you're supposed to kind of like do it deliberate, if that makes sense. But you're not supposed to put the inputs super fucking quick. Because I've been trying to do that, and sometimes it doesn't read, but if I do it a little bit more slow, it seems to work. Ooh.
Johnny Cage win.
Ooh. But yeah, I love Mortal Kombat. Like, I grew up with this shit. Like, my introduction to Mortal Kombat was the Genesis version in the mid-90s.
Johnny Cage win.
I have, like, a nice memory of that, actually. Like, I think it was on a Sunday. Because on that day, I remember that, like, Formula 1 racing was on TV, and that was, like, something that my dad always watched on Sundays.
Sub-Zero.
And it was like, while he was watching that in the living room, I was like in the kitchen. Yes, we had a TV in the kitchen. It was like our family house was weird, so we had one in there. But yeah, we used to have the video game console hooked up to the TV in the kitchen. And you know, when we were not like eating or cooking food or whatever, like I would just go in there and play video games. And we, like, I didn't know about Mortal Kombat leading up to its release. Like, I was still just a bab. Well, I had like siblings that were like teenagers at the time. So yeah, one of my friends like came home with like the Mortal Kombat cartridge. Like it was something they borrowed from my friends, and I was like, I've never heard of this game before, and I tried it out, and I loved it. Oh, okay, I'll just do that then. Oh, ah.
Sub-Zero win.
Let me bump that message so I can actually read the rest of your thing there.
Sonya.
The Mega Drive version is what I grew up with. I remember my cousin telling me about a blood cheat code. Yeah, that game had like cheat codes in it, and like my brother at the time, like he knew about those codes, so he like was doing all the cool stuff. Like before you can even fight Reptile in that version, you have to like enter like a cheat code that like gives you like a secret cheat menu, and then within that cheat menu you enable Reptile. And once that happens, like, you don't even, you know, necessarily fight him. What happens is randomly he will appear before each match and will give you cryptic clues pointing you how to, like, fight him.
Sonya wins.
So he, like, says a bunch of stuff, and then one of the things he says is, look to La Luna, which basically points you to the pit stage, because that's the only level in the game where you can look up to La Luna, or look up to the moon in the sky.
Johnny Cage.
But yeah, good times. Mortal Kombat on Genesis or Mega Drive was great. May show you a little bit of that version after this. Like, it was a pretty good port of the game. But yeah, one of the cheats in the cheat menu was also the blood code. Like, blood wasn't on by default back then, just because it was still, like, kind of a very violent thing.
Cage wins.
But at least there was blood in the Mega Drive version. Like the SNES version, it was just sweat. Like, it was just, like, grey particles that come out of the characters, and they just called it sweat. Like, they just recolored it, basically.
Johnny Cage
There we go.
wins. Fatality.
Right, now comes the fucking endurance round. So basically you've got to beat 2 people in 1 round. You know what collection I still need to get around to that I've been kind of sitting on for almost a year now? Rocket Knight Adventures or Sparkster Collection. Oh. Ah. Oh. I just dropped something. Hang on a second. What did I just drop right now? I had something fall because I nudged the table next to me and something fell off it. Give me 1 second. It was my earbud case that fell off the table. I got it. I love how when you drop something, it does whatever it can to fucking escape your line of vision, like it just disappears under like something. But yeah, I found where it went. What? Oh. Again, AI being super fucking cheap. Oh. Also, all these, like, people dead down here, these are, like, the different developers' faces. Now let's try Raiden, haven't used him yet. So I think Raiden may actually be one of the best characters in this game. He's got some of the most useful moves. Whereas some of the different moves are like very situational. Oh. Oh, come on, not even one? Yeah. I'm gonna be stuck on these endurance rounds for a while. Ugh. Ooh. I tried to do the torpedo move, that didn't work. Who have I not played yet? Sonya? Sonya and Liu Kang, I don't think. Leg grab. There we go. That's a weird one. Her moveset is weird, like the inputs you've got to do to execute them. Oh. Shite. Yeah, Kano giving me the run around right now. Let's try Liu Kang instead. Ah yes, the flying kick. Oh. Oh no! Yeah, there we go. 1. Right now I've got to get round 3. Oh, this is not looking good already. Yeah. Complete and utter bullshit.
Volcano wins.
Yeah, the endurance rounds are not fun. Like, just trying to, like, beat 2 of them in a row. You think you would rebalance it by making each character have slightly less health? No, they have the full health bar.
Scorpion.
And you only have 1 bar to work with.
Fight.
I'm just gonna stick with my main for this portion of the playthrough.
Kate. Fight.
Oh, fuck.
Excellent.
Oh, what do you mean? He was wide open for that. Why did that not work? Come on, man. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go.
Wins.
Gotta be careful with how you distance yourself.
Fight.
Oh shit.
Excellent.
I feel that like sweeping them before you uppercut is more effective. Because when you try to just go straight for the uppercut, they'll often block it. But during their recovery after a leg sweep, they don't block it as much, I've noticed.
Excellent.
Yeah! L, up, up. Ah, there we go. Okay, so if you had to do it from like sweep distance, it doesn't tell you that. It just like assumes that you know you have to stand like sweep distance. Oh no 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 no! Fucking love that noise. What?
Sub-Zero wins.
I'm starting to get a little bit better at the endurance. Damn, he ducked. Yeah, sometimes the AI will just be... They will basically do, like, a perfect, like... Let me get my words together. Sometimes the AI, when you try to uppercut them, they'll just do, like, a frame-perfect duck to, like, avoid it.
Scorpion.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Scorpion if that's okay. He's the one I know how to use best. Oh my god. Oh, damn it. You know, it's funny that Scorpion's like classic voice line is "Get over here!" But in the very first game, it's just "Come here!" I guess when they got to the second game and changed it, they're like, you know what? "Get over here" has more punch to it. We're gonna use that from now on.
Scorpion win.
Right, need to win one more. Fuck. Nice recovery on my part. Shit. that's looking good. Uh-oh. No! Shit, I tried to uppercut, but I did the other attack instead. Ooh, that looks good. That's not looking good.
Scorpion.
Right,
Wins
one more endurance round.
fatality. Test your might.
Liu Kang and Sonya.
Excellent.
Damn. Ah.
Liu Kang wins. Fight. Excellent. Excellent. Liu Kang
Oh, he did
wins.
this fatality. I think. But that one doesn't look like a fatality, but did that like special leap into the uppercut because that is what his fatality animation is. Nice. Ooh.
Scorpion.
Very nice,
wins.
got the round one advantage.
Fight.
Oh fuck. Ooh, no. Oh, that's looking bad. Oh!
Sonya wins.
Damn it! I fucking knew she was gonna duck there, but I went for it. Stop. It's over. Almost.
Wins.
God, her grin looks so weird there in that sprite.
Scorpion. Fight.
What?
Excellent.
Fucking punched her on the way in. Oh. Oh, what do you mean?
Wins.
Right, here we go. If you think this is bullshit now, just wait till I get to Mortal Kombat 3 and I fight Shao Kahn. Like he is the king of bullshittery. Easily the hardest thing in the entirety of like the Mortal Kombat arcade games.
Scorpion.
Right,
wins.
one each. Got to win this next one.
Fight.
Fuck, no! I lost a bunch because of that. Uh-oh.
Sonya wins.
I'm so fucking close.
Scorpion.
Right, let's try again. Don't expect too much commentary during this part, because I really need to, you know, fucking buckle down and beat these two in a row. Whoa. Walk into it. Walk into it. Oh. There we go.
Scorpion wins.
Sometimes the AI will choose to walk into your punches. Not always, but sometimes they will. Oh fuck. Come on, man. Come on, man. Son of a bitch.
Fight.
Oh, you let go of block at the right moment. Perfect. Alright, your turn. Yes! Right, so you're probably wondering why on Endurance 3 are we in this, like, dank dungeon?
Scorpion wins.
Because you probably noticed the stage hasn't been rotating since we got here. Surprise, here's Goro. Yeah, this dude only shows up in this level. That's the reason. So this is one of the two boss characters in this game, and this guy is a motherfucker. So you know how during the development of this game, you know, they got like humans in like outfits and stuff to like basically pose for the camera to like make the frames of the basically the digitized actors for all the different like people in the game. For this guy, it's basically like a clay 3D model that they did like rotoscoping or like not rotoscope, but basically it's stop motion with a clay motion, a clay stop motion, clay motion. I can speak words today. I just can't speak it very well apparently. But yeah, basically they created like this guy out of clay, and they posed and moved them around and took pictures of like the different poses to like get the frames that they needed for this game. So that's how Goro came about. Clay Fighter 64. Oh god, don't remind me of that game.
Scorpion. Fight.
So one cheap way to win at this, if you're lucky, is to just jump kick, and if you're very lucky, you'll be able to get the upper hand. I rented that game, it was not fun.
Excellent. Fight.
Clay Fighter 63 1/3. The only good thing about it was that it had Earthworm Jim in it, and it was voiced by Tan Castellaneta. Aww. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. No! Ah.
Scorpion.
Unlucky. He had to grab me in that one frame. So yeah, basically jump kicking is the best way to deal with this motherfucker. Like, normal fighting strategies will not work in most cases. Sometimes even jump kicking doesn't work, but, you know, it's more consistent than, like, just trying to fight a normal person. Oh god. Oh. Aww. I will say that's kind of bullshit, how he can just command grab you while you're down. Like, no chance to recovery, like, it'll just take even more damage. And sometimes when you do that, he'll block you and then command grab. Like that. Oh.
Scorpion.
So yeah, we could be here for a little while.
Fight.
Okay, that's bullshit how much damage that projectile does.
Fight.
I mean, it was designed to be a quarter muncher, so... Oh yeah, there was something I wanted to bring up, like something recent happening in video game news. Apparently, Netflix is looking to acquire Warner Brothers. And if the deal goes through, apparently it's going to be like the most expensive like acquisition in the industry. I forget how much it's being valued at, but yeah, they're looking to like acquire the entirety of Warner Brothers, which includes Mortal Kombat, which Warner Brothers owns these days.
Scorpion.
So yeah, if they get a hold of him, I'm not sure what's going to happen for the future of Mortal Kombat. I guess they'll just continue making games, because they'll get like, you know, the whole video game division and all the companies under their umbrella. Oh, shit. Oof. So yeah, it's a whole thing going on right now. I don't know when the acquisition is supposed to go down, or if they're even going to be allowed to get it at this point, but yeah, it's one of those things we're just going to have to wait and see on. But that didn't go very well, did it?
Scorpion. Fight.
Come on. Look. Up. But that one wasn't going anywhere anyway.
Scorpion.
Yeah, that one wasn't going very good.
Fight.
By the way, how's the volume mixing between my voice and the game? Is the game too loud, or is it fine? I'm gonna turn it down slightly on my end. But yeah, that strategy's not gonna work. Oh god. Did Scorpion just go, oh no! Crap. Can't even uppercut. Ah. Damn, I can't even consistently get him anymore.
Scorpion.
You know what the funny thing about this is? Goro, like, there's a boss after him, but I would argue that Goro is more difficult than Shang Tsung. Like, Shang Tsung is tough, yeah, but he's not that bullshit. Because you get to him and it's like, maybe you'll get a few... Maybe you get him on the first try if you're lucky, but for the most part he's not that hard. And when you beat him, you're like, is that it? But yeah, no, this is where you're going to be spending most of your virtual quarters, just like fighting this motherfucker. If it's not endurance, it's going to be this bastard that will drain all your money. Thank God I'm playing like an emulated version that like just gets rid of the, you know, the quarter munching. But could you imagine if there was like a timeline in which the whole like arcade, like, oh, put the quarters in thing was like a thing in real life? But it's like, you get a console and you play a video game and it's like you lose all your lives and you need to get another continue or something, and it's like, okay, swipe your fucking credit card into the front of the console
Scorpion.
and we'll give you like another 10 continues or some shit like that. That'd be horrible. I'm glad that we don't live on that timeline. Oh! Did the wrong command. Bull. No! Oh god. I keep forgetting how to do that teleport thing because I'm trying to get away from him. The penguin skin is 800, it's 1500 in the bundle. What does the bundle include? 800 is pretty good for just the skin on its own. Jump kick, don't fail me now. There we go.
Scorpion. Win.
Right, now I just need to win one more round, and then we can move on to Shang Tsung. Don't grab me. Whoa. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't happy about that positioning there, but we're good. Oh, flawless victory.
Wins.
Yeah, check that shit out.
Victory.
Right, finally, Shang Tsung. So yeah, this dude's gimmick is that you can turn into any of the other playable characters for a brief moment. Like that. But other than that, there's not a whole lot to him. Oh yeah, you can turn into Goro as well, I forgot about that. Just when I thought I'd seen the last of him. You fuck. I love the fucking soul screams of the things that he's like shooting out.
Scorpion.
Anyway, we're making good time. We should be done with this in the next 5 minutes, I think. Oh fuck. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. I'm trying to get into position so I can do my usual strategy, but the AI was having absolutely none of that. Oh, what do you mean? No. Wow, that was that was complete bullshit, that one. Uh-oh. Not a whole lot I could have done about that.
Scorpion.
Guess we'll make a save here. Whoop. Yeah, make sure you hit me with that last one on the way out. Damn. Ooh. Make a save there.
Scorpion.
If I want to get like different endings, I can just load that save up again and just pick a different character. I'm just gonna get Scorpion's ending at this point. Ugh. Oh. Man, the AI is being fucking relentless here. Not giving me an edge. An inch, that's the expression. But yeah, they've cranked the bullshit up to a million on this one. Still easier than Goro on his own though.
Scorpion.
Also, hey there, Zachary. Good. Just getting close to him that's the problem. Like, he keeps backing away. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Fuck.
Scorpion.
Yeah, maybe doing the teleport thing might help. Kind of. There we go. What? Again, the AI just reading your inputs and reacting accordingly. Oh fuck. Yeah, when you see Goro, you definitely want to fucking back off.
Scorpion.
It's like a 1 in 8 chance that he's gonna turn into it, so. Ugh. I was trying to fucking do the spear. There we go. Oh no. Oh, I had a golden opportunity there. There we go. Finally got one. It's over. This is the point in the playthrough where I start to go low-key insane just because of how many times I'm dying. But just persevere and I'll get through. In the meantime, enjoy the sound effects coming out of my mouth while I'm getting my ass handed to me. Whoa! Damn. That was the worst time for Goro to show up.
Scorpion.
Scorpion! Ugh. Oh, really? Oh wow, I actually hit him. Barely got that one. Hey, here we go. I think I got it. Yeah! Yeah, look at this. Outstanding. You have defeated Shang Tsung. You are the supreme Mortal Kombat warrior. Right, here's Scorpion's ending. Marked for death years ago by the Lin Kuei, Scorpion was murdered by Sub-Zero. He left behind a wife and child in his former life, but was allowed to return and avenge his death. Even with Scorpion's triumph in the tournament and new title as Grand Champion, the price he paid was high. He can never again know his family and must exist forever with his secret curse. So yeah, that's his ending. Of course, like, each character has their own, like, little ending.
Kano. Raiden. Liu Kang. Scorpion. Sub-Zero. Sonya.
So yeah, John Tobias is like the co-founder of Midway, I think, or like the coder. I forget what his position is, but he's basically second in command to Ed Boon, who is the creator of Mortal Kombat. There's his name. Ed Boon is still around to this day. Like, he still directs like the Mortal Kombat games. I'm not sure about John Tobias though. I haven't looked into if he's still around, like, doing that. Yeah, I think the toasty thing is, like, John Tobias, isn't it? Oh yeah, there's, like, a secret character in Mortal Kombat 2 called Noob Saibot. And people were wondering why is he named like that? It's basically the surnames of John Tobias and Ed Boon backwards. So Boon, Noob, and then Tobias, Saibot. Alright, well, we're done with Mortal Kombat 1. I've got a little bit of time, I can check out some bonus content. So let me just quickly check the additional settings here. If player 1 presses the block button during the game's Attract mode or title screen, they will access the game's secret EJB menu, allowing various settings to be changed. Well, let's have a look at that then, why not? Reset game. Ah, okay, so now you can see, like, the stuff that people, like, maintaining the arcade cabinets before they, you know, turn them on for people to play. It's the kind of, like, behind-the-scenes stuff. So you can change, like, the dip switches, you can, like, test the audio. So this is kind of cool that they give you an option to, like, do this. Total plays 33, right, there you go, that's how many attempts it took me to beat the first game. That's cool that it keeps track of that, actually. Game audits. Yep, it keeps track of everything. Green Ninja counter 98. I think that's for the I think that's for Reptile. Hello. Hello to Mum, Frank, Sonia, Mike, Andy, Edie, Tanya, Pat, Matt, FIFA. I can read. Weird. Enter initials. Oh, you can just look at the character endings from here. Oh, that's cool. Okay, let's have a look at the endings then. Through the battles of life and death situations faced during the tournament, Johnny Cage learns the true importance of his fighting skills. He also realizes the full potential of the tournament. He returns to Hollywood after defending his new title as Grand Champion. Cage goes on to film Mortal Kombat the movie and its many successful sequels. It's funny because there's not. Right, well, there you go, that's his ending.
Johnny Cage.
That's pretty cool that you can just, like, view all the endings from there. Yeah, let's see Kano's ending. With the defeat of Goro and Shang Tsung, Kano will bring his own brand of treachery to the tournament. His Black Dragon organization forms a monopoly over the contest. That brings shame and torment to all of those involved. Their reign will end in anarchy and defeat and death, and it will result in the final dismantling of the tournament and the Battle of the Sands. Okay.
Johnny Cage.
Right, reset. Let's check out the other ones. Raiden. Raiden's victory comes as to no surprise to him. He was never impressed by Shang Tsung's inferior sorcery, Goro's brute force, or the challenge of the other contestants. He quickly becomes bored with the mortal competition, and soon invites other gods to participate in the contest. The ensuing battles rage on for years, and the wars result in our world's final destruction. Have a nice day. What the fuck? That's what his ending is?
Kano.
I've never seen that ending before.
Raiden.
That's the bad ending to Mortal Kombat 1. It's just like, yeah, we're just gonna fucking destroy the world. I like how it ends with "Have a nice day." That just makes that all the more funny. Should have checked that one last, but yeah, here's Liu Kang's ending. After defeating Mighty Goro and putting an end to Shang Tsung's rule over the tournament, Kang is able to return to the contest to its rightful hosts. The Shaolin Temple's Kang's heroics will always be remembered. He will continue the traditions of the Shaolin Temple and restore the true pride and respect of the this once great tournament. Yeah, it's a stumped ending, I guess. It's a moral ending. Certainly no Raiden ending. Right, Sub-Zero. After receiving the title of Grand Champion, Sub-Zero disappears back into the shadows from which he came. His only goal in the tournament was the assassination of Shang Tsung. He was paid a large sum of money by one of Shang Tsung's wealthy enemies. With his mission accomplished, Sub-Zero will collect his fortune and retire from his dangerous profession.
Johnny Cage.
I like how they didn't even use the correct word there.
Kano.
Sum of money. It's supposed to be S-U-M. So yeah, technically a typo there. Right, one more ending. Sonya. Captured by Shang Tsung, Sonya's Special Forces unit was taken hostage. Their only hope was the tournament. Shang Tsung promised him to release the entire team. Also, why is she in front of a KFC bucket? Oh, it's a flag. Only if Sonya could win the contest, her victory not only released her unit, but also put an end to the Black Dragon and Shang Tsung's powerful grip on the tournament. Sorry if I'm bad at reading. I have a time limit to read that before it disappears.
Kano. Raiden.
Right, what else do we have in here? One button fatality. We got that on. Round timer. Rewinds. I'm just going to keep that off. Face Reptile. If playing in single player mode, you will face the hidden character Reptile after you win the next match. Oh, okay, so you can just like force it then. You know what? Let's do that real quick.
Scorpion. Fight.
There we go.
Wins. Fight. Scorpion. Win. Fatality.
You have found me, now prove yourself. Yes, you have found me in the Shaolin Temple. Anyway, here's where you're supposed to be fighting him. So in the first game, Reptile is just a colour swap of Scorpion. and he moves super fast, and he like has the scorpion reptile, the scorpion spear move. Ah. So yeah, all these dead people around here are just like self-insults of like the development team. Try the one button fatality. I could try that. I don't think I've done his fatality yet. Let's try him. Also, that doing cannonball was annoying.
Johnny Cage win. Fight.
Okay, I'm not doing your moves anymore. But
Johnny Cage win. Kano. Fight.
so yeah, not all moves are created equal in this game. Some of them are really fucking annoying to execute, whereas some of them are like pretty easy, like quarter circle forward. Okay. Don't want to fight you.
Kano.
Oh, come on.
Kano wins.
Right, there we go.
Fight.
Oh. I just accidentally executed that. There you go.
Fatality.
So yeah, just pulled his heart out.
Fight.
Right, so now if I... So yeah, we got the arcade version, we got the Genesis or the Mega Drive version. This was the one that I grew up with. Got Super Nintendo, Game Boy, and Game Gear. So I'm not going to play through all versions of the same game. Like, I'm just going to do one full playthrough of each version. Or one full let me get my words together again, chat. Basically, how I'm going to be tackling this is I'm going to be playing one game per session. But if I have any time left over, I can quickly show you the other versions. So we're going to do that right now before we move on. So let's start with the Super Nintendo version. Oh, cool, you've got the instruction manual. Oh, that's awesome. They just like completely scanned in the manual from the SNES game. I didn't know the SNES manual had these like cool comic strip things. That's great. Man, I miss like video game manuals. Like, they used to be so cool. Like, video game manuals is a lost art. Also, that was necessary, putting the yin-yang on that page and taking up like over 50% of the space. Oh yeah, there's even more illustrations here. Man, this was cool. Age Eternal. Also, yeah, Raiden was spelt differently in the first game. Like, for some reason it's got a Y, not an I. Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, look at the... How do I zoom? Okay. Yeah, look at this shit. yeah, you can face reptile, you can rewind. Not a whole lot of settings for this one compared to the arcade version. But we'll quickly check this out. We'll do like one round. I'm just going to show you all the different versions of the game. Fucking Goro just swiping away at the Acclaim logo. So yeah, you notice that the graphics look a little bit different because they, they had to like convert it from the arcade version. I'd say visually they did a good job with the console ports of the game. And there's like some differences here and there, like it's not one-to-one with the arcade version of course, but they try to replicate it as close as they can. But yeah, you can tell already it looks like a bit of a downgrade from the arcade version. And like I said, there's no blood in the SNES version, there's like sweat coming out of the characters. But for what it's worth, you know, this was like a fairly competent version of the game. Yeah, there's no blood and it sucks and all that, but mechanically, like, it still feels pretty good. Like, it's a little bit more jank than the arcade one, like, it's not exact. But, you know, you could do way worse. Like, I'm going to show you what the Game Boy version looks like shortly. Like, that's the worst version. By a fucking country mile and then some. I'm trying to... Yeah, sometimes the spear doesn't want to work. There we go.
Scorpion wins.
Right, so here's the version I grew up with, Mortal Kombat on Genesis. This version of Mortal Kombat, which contained the fast play, bloody violence, and unsensitive fatality moves of the arcade original, was the most popular home version of the game. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Right, let's see. Ah, okay, you can just turn the cheat menu on by default, that's good. And of course, blood is on by default. Very nice, very nice. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Oh god, you can stretch that to widescreen? That would look bad. Full order television, sure. Anyway, the music in this game is really good. Like, listen to this. I do like the music in the Genesis version of the game. It's very funky. Anyway, you can just skip this. Midway presents Mortal Kombat. So yeah, the cheat menu is already enabled. Very nice. So this was the thing I was talking about earlier. When my older brother came home with like the game and then they showed me like the cheats and all that and you could turn blood on and whatnot. I forget what the flags do. I think they're like supposed to simulate dip switches from the arcade game, like they're supposed to like enable and disable certain things. Doesn't tell you what though, so you just have to kind of figure that out for yourself. But you can also jump straight to the Test Your Might minigame, so if you want to like play that, you can do that here. So let's try the Ruby difficulty. Wait a minute. Can I just jump to it from this spot? I don't think I can. Wait. Oh, I think I see what's going on. Like, so it basically sets what it's going to be when you play it, like when you play the arcade thing. Line base? I don't remember what that means. You can also set what the first map is. I'm going to set it to Palace Gates. Also, for some reason, you could just do this. This doesn't really change anything, just the way the menu looks. I don't get it either. I don't know why this is an option, but it's there. You can already tell the visuals look much closer to the original in terms of like the size and scale of it, because the other one it looked a little bit smaller on Super Nintendo. Fort! I think one of those flags is like for the reptile cheats, like the reptile hints.
Excellent.
I don't remember which one though. But yeah, I love the music in this game.
Fight.
Very distinctive. It definitely makes good use of the FM synthesizer of the Sega Genesis.
Excellent. Finish him.
Nice. I like that sound that they grunt. Like when you do something to them, they go. Let me see if I can get that minigame thing to kick in. It might be after this fight.
Excellent.
But yeah, this one definitely plays way better than the Super Nintendo version. It's like very quick and snappy. I think it's good.
Fight. Get over here. Excellent. Finish him.
I like how he says that even though he's just been burnt into a skeleton. Right, it's probably after this fight then.
Fight.
Oh, you know what? The Genesis version says get over here. It doesn't say come here. I wonder if this was the point where they figured out, you know what? In Mortal Kombat 2, all versions are going to make him say that. That's interesting. Just another reason why this is the best version of Mortal Kombat 1 outside of the arcade version. Whoop. Very nice. Where is that minigame?
Fight.
I'm waiting for the test your might. I thought it was going to be after the third fight, but it's not. I just saw like two of him there for a second.
Excellent. Excellent.
Right, if it doesn't happen after this one, I'm just going to change to another game.
Fight.
But yeah, I think in my own time I'm just going to be trying to like complete each version of the other Mortal Kombat games just for fun. Like I'm not going to do a full playthrough of each version because that's just a little bit excessive for my tastes. Come on.
Finish him.
Ah.
Excellent.
You know what? I'm good on that. Yeah, I'm not doing that fight again. Right, let me show you the other two versions. So, here... Let's see, right, yeah. So, here is the Sega Game Gear version. Yes, there was one on Game Gear. While this version of Mortal Kombat featured only 6 playable combatants, it included blood and fatalities hidden behind a cheat code. That's funny. Again, I hate that the screen options are like that by default. Do that. So yeah, here's what the Game Gear version looks like. Now entering combat. Oh boy. Yeah, check this shit out. I mean, I will be charitable. This does look pretty decent on a Game Gear screen, I guess. Like, you can tell who they are. Let's do easy difficulty. Enduro. They couldn't even fit the full word on there. Enduro. Guys, the brand new Mortal Kombat character that's going to be revealed in the next game, it's Enduro. He's like related to Ermac. Anyway, so here's what it looks like. You can see that it looks a little bit choppy. Oh my god. I fucking love the 8-bit music. Yeah, Raiden wins. Well, it's Mortal Kombat. If you want Mortal Kombat in the go, this was your best option back then. Ah, oh, fuck. Didn't have enough time to do that. Give me 1 second. Oh. Yeah, give me 1 moment here. I'm trying to get a fatality in. Oh. There we go. Yeah, violence. Violence on a handheld. Let's see, additional settings. So yeah, it's just mainly these two. Chat. Do you want to scrape the bottom of the barrel with me? Do you want to see the absolute worst that Mortal Kombat 1 has to offer? Then this is the version for you. Mortal Kombat 1 on Game Boy. Yes, this exists. Making the original Mortal Kombat work on the Game Boy hardware was no small feat, since the system only had black and white graphics, 2 action buttons, and limited memory. Although it only featured 6 of the original 7 combatants, it was also the only version to let you play as Goro. Wait, there's a Game Boy Color mode? Let me turn that off for now. Also, yes, you can actually play as Goro in this version, unlike all the other versions of the game, so I'll give it a point for that. Everything else about it, though, sucks. But you will not be ready for how shit this is. Let's get that dot matrix thing off, hang on. Screen options. Like, you need to experience what this is like. Oh, that's interesting. You could change, like, the Game Boy palette, so you can have Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket, or Game Boy Light. That's cool. Nice little option there. I'll keep it to regular green, just to give you the full authentic experience here. Right, so check this out. Right, Mortal Kombat on Game Boy. Also, how are you supposed to tell who is Scorpion and Sub-Zero? I think this is Scorpion? Yeah, so already you can't even tell which of these two are which until you select them. Look at the frame rate, chat. Look at the frame rate. Look at how fucking shitty this runs. This is like near unplayable. Chat, I had this version at one point in my life. You know what's the worst thing about it? The input latency on the Game Boy version is like absolutely god-awful. Like, I kid you not, it takes almost a full second between pressing a button and when you actually see it happen on screen. In fact, it's so bad that, say for example you want to do... Like, say for example you want to do the spear attack, right? It's like back punch. In this game you can't like just spam it out quickly. You have to like process each individual thing one at a time so that the game can like keep up and like recognize it. So watch this. Like back punch. Doesn't work. Now watch this. Back punch. There you go. Unfucking believable. This is what we had to deal with back in the day if we had this version of the game. Back punch. But you see how much delay there is? Oh, you can't knock him into the pit? That's shut. That sucks. Oh, fuck. Right, before we stop this one, screen options, no. Additional settings. Wait a minute, where is it? I think I have to quit the game to change that setting. Play as Goro. We're just going to quickly check this out. Actually, hang on. One more setting I want to enable. Let's see what Game Boy Color mode is like. I'm not sure how this works exactly. I'm noticing some color. Oh wait, is it acting as if you're putting like a black and white Game Boy game into a Game Boy Color? Is that what it means? So you get like some semblance of color, but it's mostly green and blue. Goro lives as you. Bob. Wait, why is he called Bob? Oh god. What's wrong with his feet? Right, well, I'm playing as Goro now. Oh my god, the delay is so bad. Okay, down up makes you do that. Down up makes you jump onto the opponent. Why are some of the tiles like not displaying correctly? Is this how it actually looked on a Game Boy Color? Yeah, fuck you. Easy. Oh, you can't even do a fatality as Goro. I guess that makes sense. Carl, Eric, Bob. Ooh. So for as bad as Mortal Kombat 1 is on Game Boy, I will say that when you get to Mortal Kombat 2 on Game Boy, it's actually fairly playable. Like, it's a fairly competent, like, attempt at recreating the Mortal Kombat 2 experience on handheld. But yeah, we'll get to that next time I play this when I do Mortal Kombat 2 games. But yeah, like, just take my word for that, because I did have Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 on Game Boy back in the day. Like, I had, like, a cartridge that contained, like, both games. So yes, I did have these games, and I did play them. But yeah, you get the idea. So that's basically what the Game Boy version looks like. That's enough of that. Right, so before we move on, so the next game in the list will be Mortal Kombat 2. We'll do that in part 2. I'm not going to do that today. But before we move on to Pokemon, I might as well show you guys a couple of extra things here. So let's have a peek at the crypt. So we got a documentary. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I don't know how long that is. But you can look at, like, profiles of, like, the characters and shit. Yeah, look at this. Chameleon, I think he's in the trilogy. Yeah, it says it down there. To play as him, select any male ninja from the character select screen and hold back, high punch, high kick, block, and run. Interesting. Cyrax, Ermac. You know what's great about Ermac? I haven't mentioned this yet, but Ermac is... The reason Ermac came into existence is because back in the, you know, the early days of Mortal Kombat, like before the internet, when it was like playground school rumors, it was basically like kids like exchanging information back and forth. And apparently, one day, some kids saw, like, you know, in an arcade, there was like this guy that was like maintaining the arcade, and he was like, you know, doing the behind the scenes like dip switch stuff. And there was like something in the menus there that said Ermac. And that kid thought that Ermac was like the name of a hidden character. But no, it's actually supposed to stand for Error Macro. It's supposed to like report if there's like any errors in the game or whatever, so that they can like, you know, check that and like troubleshoot. But yeah, no, that kid like looked at that and they're like, oh shit, Ermac, that sounds like a secret character. I've got to spread this around. And so word on that spread around, and it got to the point that eventually it reached Ed Boon, and he was like, Ermac. Yeah, you know what? Let's add that to Mortal Kombat 3. We're gonna do that. So yeah, that's the whole origin story of that one. Yes, Jerick from Mortal Kombat 4. It's cool it's got all the characters from like the entire series here. Meat. Yeah, I remember Meat from Mortal Kombat 4. Oh, that's cool. You can filter it by game. So yeah, here's all Mortal Kombat 1s, 2, 3, 3 Ultimate, Trilogy, and 4. Cool. You also got the music player, so you can listen to like various songs from various games. You can even set your own like little playlist there. That's cool. Did they have like that rave music that was like the official theme song to like Mortal Kombat for a while? I don't know if they have that here. I love the screaming samples they use in this song. Mortal Kombat 3 has some really good music. Of course, they've even got like the Genesis songs as well, so get like the really funky music to listen to. I'm glad that they like include the songs from all versions of the game. You even got the fucking Game Boy ones. Prepare yourself for the #1 arcade smash. Yeah, I bet. So yeah, when you go in here, you can see the different like information. Oh, I see. Right, so you get to see, like, the chronological... Hang on a second, let me just deal with that real quick. Right, so I think I see what they're doing here. It's like a timeline of like the chronology of this character's mythos. So his origin begins here, and then it leads into the events of Mortal Kombat 1, then 2, then Ultimate 3, and then 4. That's cool. Oh, you can even go down... Oh, okay, right, this is cool. Right, so it breaks down like all the different like bits of like lore you see in-game. I like that, that's cool. Very, very ambitious. So yeah, this is how Shang Tsung looks in the later games. Like, it looks weird in the first game. So wait, Mortal Kombat's only... Goro's only in Mortal Kombat? I'm pretty sure he's also in Mortal Kombat 4. Weird it didn't include that. But yeah, that aside, that it's still cool that they like include shit like that. So how long is this documentary? Do they even tell you? So yeah, it looks like there's different aspects to this. Texture, might, knowledge and power, immortality. Right, I see. So there's like a whole thing to go through here. I don't know if I want to do this right now because I do want to move on to Pokemon shortly. But maybe next time if I have time to do it, maybe we could check out some of this stuff because this looks like a whole plethora of like really interesting information and like behind the scenes of like the game's creation. But yeah, for now we're gonna hold off on that and we'll come back to that later. But yeah, that is... You know what, real quick before I stop, we'll do one last thing. We'll try that. Let's see if anyone's playing right now. I'm just kind of curious if I can get a match going and how good it is. See, apparently this is crossplay, like it works with all other versions of the game. So there's a chance I might like connect to someone who's playing on PS5, for example. Not sure if I'm going to be able to find anyone here. Wish they had the server browser so I could see who's playing right now. Oh, we got someone. Seems to be connecting. I'm just waiting to see what happens. Please don't disconnect. Any minute now. Aw, oh, damn it. I'll tell you what. Wow, there's a lot of versions of these games you can play with. Let me see if I can get an online match going with this game, because I imagine this must be more popular to play online right now, as opposed to the original Mortal Kombat 1. But yeah, I feel like this is just not going to go anywhere. I'll give it one try, and then I'm just going to move on. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. I'll give it like another minute. If nothing happens, we're just going to move on. Sorry this is taking a while. Oh, here we go. Fingers crossed this time. I just want to see if I can get one match going. Just so I can get a feel for the online. Because I think they're using like rollback netcode or whatever you call it. I just want to see if it's any good. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, I guess that was just a waste of like the last 5 minutes. Sorry about that. But yeah, we'll stop here for now. We will pick this back up again next time. We will do Mortal Kombat 2. We'll do the arcade version of it, see if we can beat that. And then if we have any time left over, we can briefly look at the other versions. And then we can check out some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, which this game seems to have a lot of. So that's going to be fun to dig into. But yeah, that's Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. Seems like a pretty good collection of, like, you know, Mortal Kombat's, like, history up to a certain point. Pretty much most of the 90s, and I think, like, early 2000s. So yeah, next time, Mortal Kombat 2.